Welcome to You're Doing It Wrong with Coach PJ. Today I'm going to show you the crossover step up. The crossover step up is an exercise that can be very beneficial, but it's also very dangerous if performed the wrong way. So I'm going to show you the wrong way to do it, that I see people do it a lot. Chase is going to step up. We're using a bench here. You'll see people can also use a box for this, but he's facing forward and he's using his outside leg. He's going to cross over in front of himself and step up on the box. From here, he's going to just step up, and then he'll step back down with that same leg. So the major thing here is you'll notice his knee position in relation to his ankle position. When people do this exercise, they don't pay any attention to their lower body position at all. So he steps his foot up, but in reality, with his knee way out here, when he goes to put pressure, he's going to put a ton of pressure and stress into the outside portion of his knee. So if you have people who have meniscus injuries or don't have any lateral knee injuries, this is going to put a lot of pressure onto all the structures out here, and that's not something we want to do. We don't want to stress this at all. So we can very simply correct that. Now, if he goes and stands up on the bench, even worse, when he comes back down, most people don't pay any attention to the lowering portion of this exercise, so he just steps down with his inside leg and just allows all this stress to now jam into this knee, and he jumps onto his back leg. So now we're allowing all the eccentric forces that are coming down to just jam into all the lateral structures of his knee. So that's a very dangerous exercise, and you'll see people perform this dynamically where they go really fast. Show the up and over and across. Where they go up and over. Now, this is going to be ineffective for training this leg anyway because he's just bouncing off his bottom leg, and you're really just using the calf of his bottom leg, and it's putting this front knee and hip in a very dangerous position. So it's extremely ineffective for training that leg, and it's setting him up for injury. So I'll show you a much more effective way to perform this exercise. So now let's go through a more effective and safer way to perform the crossover step up. So I'm going to have Chase still cross over with his outside leg, but I'm going to have him start off, bring your foot back down. I'm going to have him start off standing as close to the bench as he can. Now he's going to cross over his outside leg, and you notice his knee is now right over his ankle. So when he goes to drive off this leg, he's going to use all the muscles in the outside of his hip, his glute, and his leg to drive himself up, but he's keeping his knee in a much safer position. Now he's going to go nice and controlled, drive through the front leg. He stands himself up onto the bench, and now, really important, he's also going to control the downward portion here. So go ahead and step down. So notice he lowered himself under control. His inside leg is really close to the bench because that's allowing him to be in the right position, keep his knee nice and safe, and allow this leg to do all the work. The one other thing I'm going to have him do, because I'm trying to focus on this front leg as much as possible, is I'm actually going to have him pull his toes off the ground on his bottom leg. So when he pulls his toes up off the ground, now he has to rely on this leg to do the work. He can't push off the calf of his bottom leg to do the work. So give me one more rep there. Step down. Excellent. So this leg is getting a ton of stress on it in the right way. We're keeping his knee safe, and we're getting a much more effective training exercise out of that crossover step up.